Welcome back, guys. So we're in De Haan today in Belgium. It's quite a nice place. I'll give you a quick spin around. I forgot the second battery today, so this is going to die in a second. Got a couple of fun facts. It's great for families around here, and they've got the whole stretch of the same beach line as in Dunkirk. You can get a tram for Ostend all the way to the top of the Belgium-Netherlands border. A tram which is about €3 one way, €3 back, which is quite cheap. You can pay on the tram as well. We did it on the app and then couldn't figure out to work it out, which is easy if you just jump on the tram. And then they've got a statue of Albert Einstein here. He lived there for 6 months in 1933. To be honest with you, there's a statue here as well, which will probably tell you more. But I didn't actually read into it, but I don't know if it's just a break, get away, or to do some more scientist things that he did. But yeah, it's a nice place. It looks quite prim and proper, the upper market, looking at the places out here and all of the cars. But definitely recommend a visit, to be honest. We'll just take you to the beach now, but once you've seen Dunkirk beach, you've seen it all, to be honest. Yeah, like I said, I would film a bit more today, but I forgot my second battery, so it may die any minute now. But the beaches are quite nice. But once you've seen one beach, especially all through the French border to Belgium, you've seen them all, to be honest. But the buildings are a lot nicer here than where we was yesterday. They're giving me a little bit more of German vibes, to be honest. But yeah, I went to Munich last time around, that was fun. Getting a bit of Munich vibes in certain places. They love their bikes, and I know they do in Amsterdam, as you can see all the bikes here. Yeah, definitely recommend a little visit. Like I said, €3, what's that, £2.50 one way. And it stretches all the most of the coastline from Ostend up to the top of Belgium, so not too bad overall. But yeah, definitely recommend a visit. If I can get a little bit more later on, I will try. As I said before, battery's on 25%. Forgot to bring my second battery. Schoolboy error, but won't make that mistake again. Catch you in a bit. These are a few of the buildings that walk up to the square where I was earlier on. So if you walk back that way to the square, you can see all these nice buildings, which are quite impressive in their own way. So yeah, this is the main stretch where you walk, where you get dropped by the tram. So you walk all the way back up that road to where the main seafront is, and then there's a parking distance over there, and you keep walking straight on. You get to like another little square where we got dropped off by the tram. Hop on, hop off. Pretty straightforward really, but bit of a tip, just get on the tram, just pay when you're on there. It's just easier than setting up the app. Bit of a nightmare, but you live and learn, I suppose. Right, so this is where we were early on with the tram. So you got the other little square there I was telling you about, and then just here now is where we caught the tram. Well, say we caught the tram, this is where we got off earlier on. So you can see the tram line here. And we literally got off just right there, as you can see straight in front of you now. So we're going to probably have a wander over there, see what that's got to offer. And like I said, I don't know how long the battery will last, but I'll try and get a little bit more footage if I can. But yeah, it's so far so good. Is this a town or a city? Do you know?
Are you joking?
A city? Town? Are we crossing? Cross over. Do you want to get killed? Yeah, have a look over here. A bit like Amsterdam. I like the bikes over here. Yeah, we're going to go and have another look, try and find a beer and go from there. See you in a little while. Welcome back to the channel, guys. So we have finally made it to Bruges. We are in this beautiful city, as you can see. There was a load of horse carts a minute ago. But we're in this little square at the moment, and that in front of us is the City Hall, which is such a nice building to look at. And then in the centre, well, not the centre, but over in the far distance, it's something about some medieval building of where they actually had the Christ's blood or something. I don't really know, to be honest, but deal with it. It didn't really make much sense, but that's that building in the centre, and you've got constant horses going around all the time. But it is a beautiful place. weather here about 16 degrees. It's not too bad as a whole, but that is right in front of us up there is a Belfort, and I think that was the little square where Bruges the film was filmed. So we're going to go over there in a little bit and check that out, and then we're going to get some waffles in a little while and some fritters, I think, chips next door. Supposed to be the best ones, especially for vegans. Maybe, well, veggies, the veggies are all the same anyway, so we're going to go there in a little while, check that out. But yeah, it looks such a nice place, the weather's nice, beautiful buildings. Gives me a little bit of a feel, a little bit like Germany in one respect, but yeah, it's been a good day. I was going to film the train earlier on, but I totally forgot, but I'll try and get a bit of the train on the way back. There's like, there's 2 levels, lower level and upper level. I don't know if that's first or second class, I'm not too sure, but we sat at the very bottom because of the dog, which is just a lot easier to look at, to be honest. But yeah, so we'll go and have a look at the Belfort in a bit and we'll catch you up a while. Right now we're at the Belfort Square. But you can see it in front of us. There's a lot of building work going on at the moment, so it's pretty loud and ratty, but it's impressive. Not as spectacular as I thought it would be, to be honest, but it's a nice building. We'll just spin you guys around. I believe it's got 365 steps. You can walk to the top of it for a view, but we won't be doing that today. And the square itself it's a nice little square. But I don't want to be rude, but I have seen probably slightly better squares. I think Le Mans was a bit more impressive. But that's just my personal view on that. But in Bruges, the film was filmed here. I think this was one of the locations they filmed. The hotel, I don't think, is on this part of it. But yeah, it's still glad we came. But I think I prefer this building behind me now, right in front of me. Just there. Looks a bit more impressive than that. But tell me your thoughts, what you think. You know, everyone's different, or what they do like, or what they don't like, so there's no need to be rude about stuff, but just my personal point of view. Thought it would be a bit better than it was, but some of the shops are nice. There's that many chocolate shops around here. We're going to get a waffle later on, and some frits as well, or fries, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So it's nice, would recommend coming here. It's probably not the cheapest place in the world, but any major city or tourist attraction place isn't anyway, so it's what you make of it. But all the restaurants, there's quite a few of them, all up, and you've got the view itself of that again, which I suppose the further back I am now from there, it does look a bit more impressive, but we're not going to go for the top today. One of the reasons is we can't be bothered, and secondly, we've got the dog and it's just a bit more hassle when you've got the dog with you, I suppose. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more filming in a little while, get a few more buildings in, and then we'll go from there and try to get the train station on the way back. But yeah, these are just short clips of our travels. I wasn't going to actually do anything this time round, to be honest with you. I just wanted just to literally enjoy it. But I thought, why not get the camera out while I can. So see you in a little while. Right, finally it's another little tiny square. And this is a chocolate museum that I believe you can go in and make chocolate as well, which is here. Pretty impressive. There was one where you can actually, I think it's like chocolate factory and beers, but this is maybe just a museum of it. There's a place where you can actually make your own waffles and drink like alcohol at the same time, which is a bit up my street. Yeah, nice building that is. Look over this way as well. Have a look at the back of it and see what's around here. There you go. My lucky building.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals that take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be.
Right, just like that, we're back at the train station. So this is the train station, guys. It's quite a big one, to be honest. So I know it's a bit of a short video, but I had a great time. Lots to do. There's loads and loads and loads of chocolate shops, like waffle shops and everything. 100% recommend the waffles, but like I say, when you've had a Guinness in Ireland, it tastes better. It tastes the same back at home. The waffles taste pretty much the same back at home, but definitely nice place. Definitely recommend to come here. And we'll catch you in the next one. So see you later, guys.